All right, everybody, it is day one on the castle project. We got an amazing view this evening. Got some nice clouds rolling in. That one there looks really interesting. Been some boats out on the river today. We got all the doors open, air flowing. We do not have electricity yet. We do, however, have a generator in the back of Little Red. Let's get this going. So as you all saw with the initial tour of the castle, where my family found out what it was that we truly purchased, you saw that there's just a lot of work that needs to be done on this castle, which is why it's an investment property. As you saw originally, we've got some things to do back here, we've got some things to do up there, we've got some things to do in there, we have some things to do over here. But today we are going to burn scrap wood, scrap pieces of whatever is staged around from the previous owner. We're probably going to start ripping off a lot of this railing and as many loose boards as we can find and gather to put on that fire. Felicia is inside. I think she is assembling a shop vac. What are you doing, Felicia? Putting shop back together. It's a brand newbie. You have any luck?
Not really. I don't know what I'm doing.
Got a citronella candle burning, I see. Man, you've already got a bunch of things moved around in here. All right. Well, we are going to continue the process as long as we can before it gets completely dark. We did bring the shop lights. I haven't used these for months and months and months, so we're kind of crossing our fingers that they actually work, but we're going to keep going. All right, we got us a decent fire going now. We can keep throwing wood on top of that. We are losing light fast, but the view's still amazing. Look at that system rolling in over there. That's pretty awesome. I tell you, this place is gonna be a lot of work, but it's honestly gonna be hard to get the work done with that view. It's one in a million. All right, you guys saw the drawing. You saw what I consider the plan. As we start demoing this thing, we may find out that we need to do something different, but per the drawing, as you guys remember, we're going to take out that door, this door, this door, that door, and that door. We're going to frame in these openings all the way to the top, and we're going to put in 4 foot wide by 3 foot tall windows in those 5 places. Those are going to be picture windows. They won't be able to be opened. And we are going to come in somewhere about right in here. We'll build a roof on this outside. It'll be pitched all the way to the outside edge so that we can seal this up, since this room is built smaller than the actual rock tower. And when I say we're going to demo this thing, yep, wasps are everywhere. Ground hornets, what you think are in the ground, aren't always just in the ground. So we've sprayed a nest already this morning. But we're going to make our way around this treacherous porch. Deck boards aren't in the greatest shape, and yes, we are still roughly 45 foot in the air. We got back here and I ran an extension cord because we need a way to get materials up and down, and the previous owner did have a lift. There's a nice winch right there. It is a beautiful area. You can see here the deck boards are in marvelous shape. But this is where this is where we got to bring our materials up. Otherwise, we have to carry them up the steps, and the steps aren't wide enough for the materials. So I'm trying to figure out, do I take the brand new plywood that we have right there and basically put a sheet of plywood down here and screw it off to the floor joist to ensure we've got some solid decking? Problem with that is, if you put plywood down right here, you've got a lip, but when you start looking, I don't think it's going to matter. You're going to have a lip regardless. And then I ask myself, do I just run back to my house and I've got some brand new deck boards, or do I tear off some of those boards that aren't horrible, bring them up here and screw them off? There's just so many potentials, because I darn sure don't want to fall through that and end up down there, because then I can't get anything done. So we're going to think through that process, but before we think through that process, we're going to take some materials off the wall in here. I took one sheet off just a minute ago. I see we got a 4x4 post. I see we got a header coming in. I see we've got some 2x4 framing. So we're gonna go ahead and strip the walls, get all that taken off, get all of this stuff taken off, get everything open before we start taking the doors out, to kind of see what it is we're in store for here. I'm assuming there's another 4x4 post at each of these joints, which would then mean we can frame in from the 4x4 as long as there's a header all the way around. And yeah, the header doesn't necessarily attach to the post, but the header is shackled off, and that shackle comes on over and catches the other one as well. So I'm feeling okay about those headers, and now it's time to start tearing some stuff up. It's everybody's funnest job, right? Tearing it up is the fun part. Anyway, let's get that going. So what are we gonna call this day? Demo day with Dad?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
So what are you doing?
Trying to get this off the wall.
Watch out. Trying to get the trim off the wall?
Yeah.
Using the hammer to get behind the nails? There you go. Good job. Let me show you something, Riley. Let me see that hammer. Teach you something about demo. Okay? Mm-hmm. This is very fragile. It's glass, right? Mm-hmm. So if we hit the glass, what happens?
Stays in one piece.
Yeah, okay, oxymoron, right?
Yeah.
But however, the white stuff on the walls, this stuff here, we're tearing it out, so it don't matter. You really cannot hurt anything in this room
Except the glass.
except yourself and the glass. What's wrong with you?
I can't get it out of the wall. What did you do? Okay.
All right, so you ready? You gonna demo? You gonna help Dad demo?
Yeah.
All right. Remember, you can hurt yourself when you're not wearing safety glasses. And this
So close my
plastic
eyes.
is fragile. That's probably a bad idea too. Maybe the better idea is for you to go see if Dad's got some safety glasses in his
No,
tool
I'm not wearing
bag.
safety glasses.
Why not?
Because
you'd lose your fashion statement you got going on here.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's get this sucker demoed. All right, it's my job as your father to ensure your safety.
Yeah.
But you're getting ready to do something unsafe because you want to. Okay? So you got to follow the rules.
Okay.
All right? What do you want to do?
Throw this off the balcony?
Because it's really far up and you just never know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what you got to do is, you see everywhere there's a screw or a nail?
Yeah.
Those are floor joists. The floor joists are secure. The deck boards are questionable in some cases.
Okay.
So you only step where there is a row of nails or screws, and if you see a weird spot like that one, don't step there. Okay? You come on out here, and then you pay very close attention to multiple things. There's a great big hole, okay? And right there, everything is basically falling apart. So you have to ask.
Is it clear? No. Oh. Yep. Oh.
And now you don't want to throw it over there where your sister's
So chuck
at or
it
our
that
material.
way.
You want to look right over top of this green extension cord area.
Wait, not clear.
Why would you enter, stop Reese? Why would you enter into the zone when we just asked if it's all clear? That doesn't seem very smart, does it, buddy? Huh? You also, as we talked about earlier, need to pay attention to make sure no one's standing here, right? Okay.
He walks away and says, clear.
Ready when you...
Perfect, though.
It went down there.
That good.
All right, and Reese is putting it on our burn pile, so... Okay, you're not doing that anymore because I don't like it when you're out here at all.
But it's fun.
Let's get back to demoing.